guys, and welcome to day 2 of Vlogmas. Look, I'm keeping up. I did what I said. It's, stressful to make sure I get one done every day, but it's okay. I'm doing it. So far today, did some school with the kids. Went this morning to, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it. It's Habitat for Humanity Restore. They usually use the proceeds from the stuff they get to build houses and stuff like that for people that are like low income. But they always have like, I've gotten so much furniture from there. I've gotten my couch from there, which looked like barely anybody used it. I've gotten dressers from there. I've gotten tables from there. My mom's gotten furniture from there. It's really good. It's one of the very few places I'm not scared of getting like bed bugs or German roaches from, because of, me and my husband and my family working in jobs of pest control. I know about all those things, and it's very scary. I don't want them. I know they're hard to get rid of. So it's the only place I really trust. They're usually, everything they get's pretty good and clean and not as those things that you're going to get. So yeah. But I have gotten a lot of furniture from there. Online, I saw that they had gotten some stuff in, and I've been looking if my older viewers have, that have been with me for a bit, remember I was trying to get a new kitchen table. I wanted a retro one. It didn't work out. It was all rusted, and I found the one. It wasn't farmhouse like I wanted, but it was like light. It would go with the kitchen. Perfect. I was going to get it. It was $75, and I was like, oh my God, that is so cheap. And it was seated 8. And because everyone's coming at Christmas, I'm like, what a great time that would be. And I could fit everyone. We could all sit together. I don't have to bring out my plastic tables and chairs. So I saw it. I showed it to Chris. Chris is like, if you want it, go ahead and get it. Now, a couple weeks ago, I wanted to get another dresser. And I saw it online, and it was like a really nice dresser. And they were cheap. And when I went there, and I got there, 10 minutes after they opened, it was gone. Somebody else had literally just bought it, and they were loading it into their truck when I was walking out. I was very upset. Because of this, I learned I need to get there much earlier. I've gone there before for things where people have been waiting in line for hours. It's like ridiculous. It's like a Black Friday. They act like, it's, good deals, but not that good. But I really wanted the table. So I was like, I'm going to get up early. I got up at 6:45 with the kids, which I usually don't. I usually get up at 7 with them. I know 15 minutes might not seem like a lot, but to me, I was like, oh, my 15 minutes extra sleep. I go down there. I drop the kids off at my mom's and the dog so they can start school. I go down there at 8 o'clock. It's an hour before they open. And I see one man in front of me. He had just parked and was walking up to the store, waiting outside. That man was there for the same exact thing. And when they opened those doors, I was hoping, I was like, maybe I can get around him and get in there. And the aisles are very narrow, so I knew I'd have to like get in first. That didn't happen. I didn't get the table. That man ran to that table so fast and took that tag off, and I was like, well, because that's how it works there. Whoever, grabs the tag off, that's the person that can potentially buy it. You have to have the tag. And I was very upset after that. And I felt, because he was like, oh, I'm here for a table. And they had a couple, but I assumed it was that one that he wanted. And he kept talking on the phone to his wife about the table. And then she showed up to help him get the table. Like they were both going to get in there. Someone was going to get that tag. And I was by myself, and I was like, well, I've already accepted defeat. So once we got in and I saw he was already going for the table, I just pretended to look at something else so I wouldn't feel so bad. Like he'd be like, oh, she was waiting for it too. And then I just left after that and was sad. But yeah, so my mom, Chris, they were like, it's just not meant to be. Maybe you'll find a better table. And I hope I do, because I'd really like a farmhouse one, a white and brown one. If I remember, I'll put a picture in there of what kind I'm looking for, since I'm over the retro ones, because they're just not, they're not really big enough for all of us with the kids growing and everything. So, but yeah, so it was a little disappointing today. And then, yeah, that was my main gripe for today. And then I went, they had some Christmas houses in there I looked at for like a minute, but I was like, my village is full. And I will video that. I don't think I've done that this year so far. It's pretty full. It's under my TV, and I don't think I can fit any more houses under there. So I was like, let's just not try to tempt fate and try to shove them in there. I don't want them to break. So I just left and went and taught the kids and helped my mom. She's feeling better, by the way. So that was good. She looks a lot better. She doesn't look like she looked the other day. She looked really sick. So I did that. Came home. Kids stay with my mom tonight because I go food shopping tomorrow. Which food shopping day, it's going to be fun. I always look forward to it. Do you get the sarcasm? I hate food shopping day. It's always busy, and especially now at Christmas. I'm not looking forward to it. But yeah, so my mom kept the kids, and I was going to make a frozen pizza, and Chris was like, you want to go get McDonald's? Because they got like a new sandwich. And I was like, sure. So we went to McDonald's, and we brought Lottie, because we don't leave her by herself unless we have to. And if we do, she's still very destructive. She has to be crated because she will destroy our house. We brought her with us. We had to wait. The app wasn't working because we used that. Because if you didn't know, McDonald's app, you can get 20% off of your meal. I suggest doing that instead of just ordering it, because who wants to pay full price when you don't have to? Saves us like $4. So we went and got some new smoky bacon hamburger. It was not good, in my opinion. I did not like it. It actually hurt my stomach, and I was like, ew. I don't think I'd buy it again. But, and I don't think Chris liked it too much either. So that was kind of a bust, but I mean, it was nice to not have to cook or worry about it, and I can get started on my cookies. So yeah, Linzer tarts is what we are making tonight. I'm going to send them to my family in Florida, and hopefully they will enjoy them. I don't know if I'm going to have enough, because I don't have enough ingredients. I have enough almonds. I have a bunch of almonds. But I don't have a lot of brown sugar, and I was going to double up, make some for my mom and my brother and sister. My kids have a nut allergy, so they can't eat them. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen because I do not have enough brown sugar, and I have to get some more. So I can just make them another day for them if I don't have enough, because I'm trying to fill cookie tins and get those sent out. But yeah, so like I said, tomorrow's shopping day. We're gonna do that. And I hope they have everything. Last week was awful. After Thanksgiving, I waited 40 minutes for the groceries because so many people were there. I did most of the Christmas shopping on Amazon, and I only have to get a couple things here and there at places like that I know it'll be cheaper to just go in person and get. And a couple stocking stuffers. And I gotta finish up the adults, because I pretty much just took care of all the kids' stuff. But yeah, besides what Santa will bring them. But what for mom and dad, I'm pretty much done with that. And then just regular food shop tomorrow. I was thinking about going to the Hobby Lobby to get supplies for my glasswork, but I didn't really sell too much stuff last week. Like, I sold stuff, but not a whole lot, like where I have to replenish. Like, I usually make multiples of certain things, like stuff that I sell a lot of, I will make multiples. And for those of you that are new here and do not know, I do stained glass work, and my husband does blacksmithing, and we sell them at a farmer's market on Saturdays. He has a regular 9 to 5, but that's what we do. We're trying to build a business with that. So if you hear me talking about glass work, that's what I'm talking about. Every once in a while I'll show pictures and stuff on here of what I've made, but yeah. So I don't need supplies, and I'm just not going to worry about it until next week. Hopefully we sell a lot, fingers crossed, this weekend with Christmas and stuff coming up, but you know, when I sell it, that's when I'll worry about it, because I can't. But yeah, and then this weekend I'll probably show you a little bit of my market, since we're vlogging every day. And then I'll also probably show you pumpkin sitting here, show you guys some of the stuff we're gonna do. There's a parade that the kids want to go to on Saturday when I come back, and there's also, I think, something else at night. So if we do that, I will show you guys. But I'm going to clean up the kitchen a little bit because I have a mess with all those dishes. Like I said, those cookies are not you know, they're not easy. It's a lot of dishes. And if you're wondering, I filmed that part first and then this part just because it's I wanted to get them in the fridge because it's already almost 7:30. So yeah, I'm gonna clean up, and then I will come back when it's time to roll them out, cut them, bake them. Hey guys, so for the Linzer tart cookies, you're gonna need 1 egg, 2 sticks of unsalted butter. You could try margarine. I've never used margarine for these before, but with the price of everything, I can't see how much of a difference it would make. Some almonds, flour, and these are the ones I had a short about it, where I peeled them and blanched them and all, and then I toasted them in the oven. Baking soda powder, cinnamon, vanilla, and brown sugar. We have to grind these up. You also need salt, which I forgot to grab, but I'll bring it over. So we're going to grind these up in my food processor, 2/3 of a cup of them with a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and then we'll go to the next part. Okay, and you're going to process the brown sugar and the almonds together until they get like grainy. You want it to be like that, kind of fine. Not as fine as flour, but on the finer side. Put that to the side. And then in another bowl, we're going to put 2.5 cups of flour. And just reading my recipe. I haven't made these in a while. Half a teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then whisk them together. Usually I just throw everything in there, but I'm trying to be a little bit more organized today with this. Put that to the side. Next thing we're gonna do, it said room temperature butter. I did not take them out ahead of time, so I'm gonna put them in the microwave for a few seconds to soften them up. I put them in there for about 22 seconds. They're starting to get soft, but I don't want them to melt, so I'm just gonna put them in there now, and hopefully that's enough. You're also going to put in here a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I'm glad I got enough because I have to go shopping tomorrow because tomorrow's Friday. I wasn't sure if it would be enough for this, but I do. Okay, that looks about good. It says 2 to 3 minutes. I never do. Once it usually starts looking like that, it's good enough for me. So now you're going to put in there 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And 1 egg. Now we're going to start gradually adding our almond mix. And I want to let you guys know, this is not like a quick cookie. When we're done with all this, we have to refrigerate it for at least 3 hours. That's what they say on there. Kind of late now. We'll see how much time I have tonight. So it's not something that you're going to be able to get done quickly. That's why I also did my almonds and stuff the other day. Just because it is very time consuming. But it is worth it. It's a very good cookie. I like it. They're more of like a special cookie. My family gets them every once in a while. There's some years I don't even make them. But usually if I do, it's around Christmas. And then we're going to start adding some of the flour gradually. These I am sending to my sister-in-laws in Florida for Christmas with their Christmas presents. I know they both really like them. I used to make them all the time. They used to come to my house on Christmas Eves. And now that I don't live down there anymore, I'm not there to make them anymore for them. So I figured it'd be nice to send them down to them. And yeah, so this is what I'm doing with this batch. Really want to get everything incorporated well. There's been a couple of years I've made them. They're very grainy, the dough, and I've had to add a little bit of water. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just a little bit. It's not in the recipe, but it's just something I've done over the years to kind of bind it all together a little better. Now that looks more like a dough to me now. So what we're going to do is wrap this in plastic wrap in 2 discs and then refrigerate it for 3 hours. But Kitty might not do a whole 3 hours, but you know, use your own discretion. It's also hard as heck to roll out when it has been in there for a while, so be prepared for that. But I have time against me, and I'd really like to get these packages out, you know, by Saturday. So we'll see what I can get done tonight. Okay, I have some plastic wrap down. I'm going to try to get like half of this out. I probably should have used my press and seal, but whatever. Usually works a little bit better than this, but I really like to use this up and get it out of the drawer. I've had it for a while, and I don't like this. When, probably, I want to say, about 8 years ago, me and one of my sister-in-laws, I have 2. I have one that's older than me and one that's younger than me. The younger one and me used to work together, and at Christmas time, I always brought cookies into work. So I would bring them in. That was when I worked in pest control. I was an office lady. And I would bring them in for the technicians, like the week before Christmas. And my sister-in-law worked there, so she always got cookies too. And she really liked them, and I think she missed getting them when I stopped working there. I started working somewhere else. But a lot of the guys, they used to be like, these cookies are so good. And I had a couple of their wives ask me for the recipe. And to be honest with you, it was so long ago, I don't know if I got the recipe off of just the internet or Pinterest, but yeah, this is not like a family recipe or anything. I found it online. So this is going to go in the fridge, and the other one's going to go in the fridge for a couple hours, and then we'll make the cookies. So I just packed up the stuff I wanted to wrap that we're sending to my in-laws, and then the last thing that'll go in my sister-in-law's ones is the cookies. They're gonna go in those tins, but I have to wait. I'm gonna check the dough. It's been about an hour because I'm impatient, and see if it's ready. Okay, so now we are going to start to roll them out. I'm not gonna lie, it's still a little soft, but I'm also not gonna say I hate it, because I absolutely hate when they are super hard to roll out. So I'm sure it'll be fine. This will be fine. Everything's fine. Put a little flour down and get my rolling pin. Hopefully this works out. All right. I'm not going to take all the dough, just going to take some of the dough. Now remember, when you're making these cookies, whatever you cut out, you have to make the same amount with a little piece taken out for the jelly to come through. And I'll show you, because if you forget that, your cookies aren't going to have the little window to see the jelly. So just keep that in mind. So this, some of that, and we're going to start. And hopefully this will work out. Mine are always a little crumbly, so I'm not super worried about that. I don't know if it's like the almonds or what, but that is a normal thing for me. So just gonna put that over there. Now we're gonna cut some of these out. Okay, good. So like with this one, as an example, where you can see it, hopefully, yes. Where's my little one? You're gonna take this little one, and you're gonna put it in the middle, and you're gonna pop the middle out. Without trying to break the cookie, like I feel like's happening to me. Yeah. And that part needs to come out, so then you have your window for your jam, which that didn't go together very well. It'll be fine. Jam will hold it all together. So yeah, we're just going to do this 100 more times, and then put them in the oven. Move that over there so I have mine. Okay, so these are going to bake at 350 for 10 to 12 minutes. They should start to get like a little golden on the edges, and we'll see how these turn out. Hopefully good. Like I said, it's been a while since I made them. Okay, now that the cookies are done, we're going to fill them with some jam. I picked strawberry jam. Preserves, actually. You can pick raspberry, but I always have a hell of a time finding it without the seeds in it. And to be honest, I didn't want to have to scrape them out like I usually do through a strainer, so I just bought strawberry. So less is more here, because you want the cookie to fit together. This is not the best jam. I've never bought this kind before. I think I got it from Aldi. Kind of chunky. But anyways, you're going to spread her in there as nice as you can. And you're going to do that with all of the whole pieces. these ones, oh boy, I don't want to stay in there. You're going to get powdered sugar. And you're going to sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle ever so nicely. I doubt it'll stay on in transit, but you know, we're trying. Okay, so you do that. And then take this, pretty self-explanatory. Cookie goes on top. And try to make yours a little cleaner than I did there. But like I said, they're for family. I don't think they're gonna care. Oh, would you look at that. When I was younger, my parents used to buy these. They might have gotten sent to us in the cookie box that we used to get from Germany. If you didn't know, that's where my grandfather's from. And we used to get cookies sent there from a relative. But anyways, but yeah, I really like these. When I figured out how to make them, probably about maybe 9-10 years ago, I was super excited. So yeah, I'm gonna finish filling these, put them in the cookie boxes, and then I'll show you them when they're done. Okay, so there's one of them. I'm thinking about 6 is the way to go. You probably have just sent 4, but there is 5 of them. One of my sister-in-law's family, there's about 5 of them, and I'd like everyone to at least get one. So I'm going to try to pack it up the best I can without breaking the cookies and make it pretty with this on top. And then hopefully that works out. Alright guys, that is what's left after I packed up those boxes. I really couldn't fit too many, but that's what's left. I'm giving my mom, my brother, my sister my little baby sandwich cookies out of the dough I had left, because with the amount of time it takes to make it, I'm not throwing any of it away. It'll be just little baby blob cookies for all I care. But I'm going to wrap this up, call it a night. I had to edit this, and I got to clean up the kitchen and all. But I appreciate you guys watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. I will be doing this. Well, I make videos all the time. But I will be doing Vlogmas through the whole Christmas season. So stick around every day for a new video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.